we're back.
We are.
You know what time it is?
Time for Grand Finals.
Who do we have in Grand Finals?
C9 Mango, e.g. PPMD, versus...
Aren't they on the winner's side?
Yes, sir.
Because didn't they just beat the team that they're about to face?
Yes, they sent them to the graveyard, but it looks like these guys got revived.
They are back from the dead.
That's right.
So, we're going to get...
Oh, wait. Are we... No,
these are the hand warmers.
Yes.
So, I think we are good to go.
Man, it's good to be here.
Yep. We are here live at SKTAR 3 here in Somerset, New Jersey.
Absolutely. MLG qualifier for Melee.
I haven't seen you in a bit. How you been?
Man, I've been great. Just working hard behind the scenes. And wait 1 second.
Well, it sounds like they actually started without us and didn't tell us. So this is actually a tournament match. This is game 1.
Wow, unannounced. But let's do it. All right, so
right now we, of course, have a red team with a solid lead right now. Mango, of course, is already at KO %. Kind of hard to start in media res, but it should be a smart move from PPMD, using the back throw, sensing Armada breathing down his neck.
And now Dr. PP looks like he's in position, trying to chase Armada. Actually, I like that. Just standing there kind of put fear into Armada, and he went straight for Mew2King. So smart. Just standing there is enough to pressure your opponent to putting them in a bad position. You know?
Yep. And MTK recovered to the ledge, to the platform, and PP goes for a down air so that Mango can capitalize with a back air on MTK.
Right. And Mew2King just breaking up those combos with the smash the eyes and the crouch cancel down smashes. Just ridiculous stuff. Here we go. Mango just respecting Mew2King from the edge. If he tries to bite too much, Mew2King will send him off stage for an early KO. Nice. Amazing. Reverse wave shine up smash. And look at these combinations. Wow.
Smart stuff, using the back air instead of trying to finish him off with the down air himself. Puts him in position for Mango to finish off with an up air. It's like volleyball. Set him up and then spike.
Although
it was an up air instead of a spike.
Nice. Once again, the red team, wow, just stuck on the platform.
And the only way you're going down is through through PP and through Mango.
And that's one great thing I like about PPMD. Even when Mango's off stage, he's not putting himself into a defensive position. He's not scared. He will still charge at his opponents.
And this should be all.
Wow, Mango's still alive.
Speak too soon.
Almost an opportunity to change a full jump there into an up smash, but Armada lands, and Mew2King swatting him off. First game going to the team comprised of Armada and Mew2King. Yep. Both representatives of Empire Arcadia. Solid first game.
It's pretty good.
Wish I got to see what happened in the first stop, but
unfortunately, this is what happens when they start without telling us. But oh well, no Johns.
It's all good.
But we're seeing that punish game kind of get negated this time. It wasn't as strong as we saw in the winner's final set. I'm not sure if just how the dice fell, or who knows, maybe they're getting the hang of saving each other a bit more often. Now they've had a couple of sets to congeal against extremely talented opponents.
And the crazy thing is, in the first game, it kind of looked like PPMD and Mango had a handle on the match, but they just pulled ahead. Yeah,
they did have a pretty solid lead at some point.
And here we go. Armada with these punishes is just getting better at them now.
Yeah, this is looking like vintage Armada, but we have the new age PP who is looking like it's not looking too good for the rest of the big five who beats this up.
And the funny thing, if you look, the funny thing is here, Falco, a character who's known to be a glass cannon, is actually holding more stocks than Fox.
I think it also comes with the territory with how Mango plays. Extremely aggressive in his face.
This is true.
He's playing the point role, whereas PP is playing a bit more support. So
just waiting for the opportunity to back up Mango when needed. Nice forcing Mew2King off stage. Here's the punish. Oh, and PPMD misses it. Wow. Nice. I like that by PPMD, sending him back towards the ground, giving Fox an opportunity to get a tech chase. Sour spot on that down smash. Really unfortunate. Not the hit he was looking for.
I think it might have worked out in his favor, actually, because since it was that middle hitbox, it sent him a bit behind as well.
This is true. Nice respect by PPMD.
Yep, and he's just letting MTK exhaust all of his resources to get at him.
So smart. While Mango tries to keep Armada out, allowing PPMD and Mew2King to have a 1v1. And here we go. Mango just waiting. Had to respect Armada there because he had invincibility.
Yep, and it's Armada anyway. You have to respect him, period.
Oh, there goes PPMD off stage. The DI wasn't the best, but he had a double jump and a beat, allowed him to come back. And stellar DI by Armada, avoiding a double shine star KO.
But again, Armada's a fantastic support player. So good at saving his partner. And look at these ledge games from the pair. How are they going to both get on safely? And M2K does it, jumping from the ledge with the forward air.
Wow, and red team again, just doing a great job. Nice, forcing Mew2King off stage, but Armada, wow.
This is what happens when you get your daily service vegetables. You live a lot longer. Oh, but M2K,
he can, he made it back.
M2K.
Wow, the king of the Mews. Nice respecting PPMD's pressure. This is Falco we're talking about.
And you see that, how close M2K was to the ledge, and PP knows that game. You do not play with M2K near the ledge.
And that stellar smash DI by Armada, just not letting these guys get the combos that they usually get on everyone else.
And you see Armada throwing himself in harm's way as M2K is still at 172%. PP had him up with a shine. And Armada just throws himself.
Nice, Mew2King getting as much damage as possible. Stage spike fair. Angle with the amazing tech.
It's not enough because he's still there to pick up the pieces.
That's right.
And this is a lot close. This is extremely close right now.
Way closer than the first game. We have one member on each team with low percent and the others with high percent, with Mew2King being sent off stage, star KO.
Now PP has to play extremely safe right now. He
Yes,
has to play that support role perfectly at this point.
Nice. Just sending him back into the ground for a tech chase situation. And no matter how high his float is, he can't avoid that waveland off platform back air. Amazing job by Mango taking the second game here. We're tying it here at 1-1 in the grand finals.
Yep, and of course, you know, we have to get for the Empire Boys. They have to win 2 more in this set in order to challenge for winning it all here. So let's see if they can pull off as we go to Dreamland for game 3.
Here we go. Wow, opportunity?
This is going to be an extremely 7 seconds.
Wow.
Time it.
Flat.
Put in the books.
New record? Wow.
Make it 2 for 1.
Another one.
13 seconds.
Wow.
2 stocks go on for the blue squad. M2K near the ledge is not something you want to play with.
Amazing. I could already hear that Mario Party announcer. New record!
I hear Drake in my head. It's like sprained ankle. It's nothing to want to play with.
Oh, man. Nice. And it looks like they're just, wow. Amazing tech. Mew2King. Great job by PPMD, just grabbing the edge.
Yep, and of course, more lasers, more support, and beautiful spacing from M2K. Finish off Mango, pardon me.
Nice by PPMD. Just keeping Mew2King busy, and so does Mango. So, yep, there it is. Signature strat, get the floaty off stage. That's it, and rinse and repeat. But nice, I like this by Mew2King. Not trying to take any risks on stage. Waits for Armada to come back, and here they are, ready to play once again.
M2K really thrives when his opponents they hurt themselves, so to speak. They'll put themselves in a bad situation, and he's just fantastic. And that rising back air, it's a shield stab. It's good presence of mind and knowledge, which is what we expect from M2K after all these years.
So smart. Nice by Mango mixing up the way he's trying to get back into center stage. Swats Armada right off.
And again, like we said, you know, M2K was there with Mango near the ledge. Mango put himself in bad position. Normally that would have posted out, but not this time.
Wow, tough situation to be in. Look at the pressure from the red squad.
And I'm not sure if that was on purpose, but that up throw from PP may have saved Mango's life there.
Ooh. And it looked like Armada tried to DI dear life, but to no avail, even on Dreamland.
And did you see that quick jab afterwards from PP when they were starting that King combo?
So
just
smart.
To put him back in that position?
Yes, sir.
And that unfortunate laser off of Armada's shield.
Wow, the follow-ups.
One thing that I'm kind of concerned about with Armada right now, how much he is willing to stay in his shield when we see that, you know, he's not really comfortable out of it anymore. We're seeing a lot more rolls and a lot more rolls actually than we're used to from him. Perfect.
That was amazing 6 stocks. High percent on both. Wow, Armada readjusting his glasses, looking ever more focused.
You know, he looks like he's been traveling a lot recently. You know, he's a tested man. But this isn't the Armada from 2012 and early 2013 when he was quite clearly the guy everyone wanted to knock down a peg or two. Now it's like he's fighting back for, I don't want to say for relevance, but to ensure that spot.
That's right. And now we have a scramble on Final Destination, which is usually what would happen when you have one team with characters that have amazing down smashes and another team with fastballers. Nice pickup by Mango, but didn't grab the edge in time.
Pick up 2 for 1.
Oh, wow.
But a gorgeous tech from Mango, and Pete still slides in. Armada gets a fair from M2K.
Wow.
This is going blue team's way right now as he goes for a wave shine into a down smash. Not going for, everyone would optimally go for an up smash, but speaking of up smash.
Wow, the R-Wing pilots are just looking ever so strong. Amazing play, taking that first stock from both players, double kill.
Yeah, and I really like that down smash from Mango there, forcing his opponent off the stage.
Here's a nice DI by Mango, unallowing Mew2King to get a follow-up.
And that also combined with TP's lasers hunkering down, and still positioning at that turn, a perfect placement, and MTK still able to get a solid punish off.
Just amazing teams play by both parties. Nice, Mew2King with those well-timed down smashes. Mango opting for Armada now. Gets the down smash, but I like the tech by Mango towards his partner. The safe zone. Oh, unfortunate SD right there by Mango.
Yeah, I think he was expecting to get hit by something maybe a bit more knockback, so he's trying to tech.
Nice, solid back air, no DI by Mew2King.
And Mango getting stuck in his shield for a moment there. And Armada and Mango just have a bit of a stare down there. Are you going to roll towards me or are you not? And Armada picking his spot very carefully to roll towards his partner in M2K.
That pressure.
And you see that rising nair from Armada there, expecting a jump from Mango as he runs into an up smash.
Nice, amazing sets up for a punish, but Armada tries to save him. Does a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Nice by the PPMD getting out of there. You don't want to be stuck between 2 down smashes. A lot of damage.
And Armada is going to come down into a punish.
Yep.
Fortunately, it wasn't too difficult for him. He could have, of course, air dodged or something of that nature, but it was not a good situation for him. And of course, PP just good awareness, using those lasers to interrupt M2K's head of steam on his partner, Mango.
It's actually looking like a pretty even game. Nice pressure.
Definitely.
Oh, man. Nice back here by PPMD. These guys are just going back and forth. Nice up smash by Mango, but Mew2King still lives. An amazing fair by Mew2King as he's landing. Now Mango comes back in. He has invincibility. How is he going to use this?
Remnants from Marvel from M2K there. He came down something on incoming.
Wow. Unfortunate. We might just see a Game 5 here in the Grand Finals first set. Potentially the last set.
And of course, both these characters are bearing down, and you can't get a projectile in there.
Nice. Here's the volley. Wow. Oh, that was. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? Wow. Welcome back. The ties aren't coming off yet, but it is getting hot in here.
Definitely without the AC, and after that combo, I think my temperature is going to solid 2-3 degrees.
Oh man.
And again, it's not about just doing the big hits, it's about positioning and sending them back and forth, piling on bit by bit. You don't need, the solid up smash to down air, like we've seen from PP with his partner Loser, but they got something beautiful there as they go to Battlefield for potentially the last game of Melee doubles here at SKTAR 3.
All right, well, here we go. Nice. Armada looked like he had an opportunity to get some started, but Mango was just right there on the top platform waiting for his opportunity. Nice forcing Mew2King off stage, burning his double jump. Nice recovery.
Everyone's getting shot.
Wow. Right like a diamond. Nice. An opportunity. I like the forward smash.
Yeah, you kind of reset the situation. How am I going to punish afterwards? He has to land on the stage if I'm holding wedge. It's smart stuff from this pair. And Armada, of course, there to pick up the pieces, seeing that he is exhausted in his second jump.
Nice patience by Mango. Yep, that wall, but Mew2King sneaks in. Oh, wow, a Shine Bear? Nair, of course, yes.
I think out of shield, too.
Yeah. Unexpected. I expected the back air. Wow, after all that pressure, Armada immediately breaks it up with that down smash. Just such a stellar hitbox. Nice, PPMD trying to come to Mango's rescue. Armada just moving ever so fast with a character like Peach, who isn't necessarily the fastest.
And of course, with Armada gone, MTK retreats to the ledge, biding his time.
Here come the lasers, but Armada unfazed could just float right over it.
And I think this does not bode well for the red team at this point. You have Mango, who is kind of, now he's playing a bit more support.
Nice decision by PPMD.
But you see that stock was lost a minute 40, Mango's first stock. That doesn't bode well for the red squad. This might be curtains for them.
The tough thing, though, these are space animals that you see on the field. And all, wow.
These are space animals.
Their punishes may be really hard, but if they get sent off stage, it doesn't take much.
Of course, and we know how good both these guys are, M2K and Armada, at finishing off space animals. So,
wow.
And that looked like it was going to start another one.
So much percent tacked on.
No, pretty surprising aerials from Large MTK is so good. You have to DI your shield downward in order not to get shield stab.
Just nice follows, good awareness by PPMD. Amazing punish by Mango, but 105% with Armada's DI gives him the opportunity to still breathe on stage.
Wow.
Wow.
I think there was 3 or 4 down smashes in there, all interrupted by lasers and needles.
A move that you see Armada toss out more in teams than in singles, as he has a partner that can protect him when he tosses it out.
And a solid shield drop there to send people off the stage and set up that edge guard.
Now let's look at the stocks, Prague.
There's one gone. This isn't over by any means, but you know, we've seen again. It looks like it's going to be up to Armada if this plays out. He's going to have to be the one to win a 2-on-1 if this continues.
Wow, PPMD playing like a champion.
Oh, he was playing Time Crisis right now. He was just going for the high score right now, Dave and Buster's.
Just amazing shots, on point. Is he taking a high road? Of course, a character like Peach, her vertical mobility isn't quite the fastest.
MTK is going to make it pieces.
Oh my gosh.
It's going to be up to the one. Can Cloud9's Mango make this 2-on-1 comeback with MTK basically at KO %?
Wow, here's Mango with the fake outs, those empty jump wavelands, but will it be enough?
It's going to go medium. Good
Amazing
tech, going towards the ledge.
Wow.
And Armada knows. Armada knows.
Wow.
We are getting another set here of doubles.
Now, I am quite surprised that Mango actually opted for the edge, knowing